Today we are going to solve the problem 1.3 of Griffith third edition Introduction to Quantum Mechanics. Here we are going to solve this problem without doing any actual integration, just by using the Gaussian property. That is the important of this problem. The given problem is consider a Gaussian distribution. Rho of x is equal to a e power minus lambda x minus a whole square, where capital A, small a, and lambda are positive real constant. This problem consists of three parts. We are going to solve one by one. The part A is use equation 1.16 to determine A. The equation 1.16 is this one. This is equation 1.16. So, in order to find the normalization constant, integration between minus infinite to plus infinite, rho of x dx must be equal to 1. Here, rho of x we know. Rho of x is a, since a is a constant, I am taking out. And you take exponential term inside the integral, that is minus infinite to plus infinite e power minus lambda x minus a whole square dx is equal to 1. See, what is the value of this integral? You can keep this x minus a. This is after all shifting factor. We can keep it y or z, whatever may be, reflect the Gaussian integration. So this value of this Gaussian integration is square root of pi, that is square root of pi over alpha. So, the alpha is here, it is lambda. I will use different color. Here, this alpha is lambda. Alpha is lambda. So, we can write this solution as square root of pi. Alpha is lambda. Square root of pi over lambda is equal to 1. Then what is A? You bring this to the other side, then you will get A is equal to square root of lambda over pi. Now we have found the normalization constant A. Now section P is find the expectation value of x and x squared and sigma. So we will spend some time on this Gaussian distribution, which will be useful for future problem solving technique. See, the actual Gaussian distribution rho of x is equal to 1 over sigma square root of 2 pi e power minus x minus mu whole squared over 2 sigma squared. Here, interestingly, this is the normalization constant. This scaling factor is a normalization constant A. So, this mu is mean value. That is, mu is mean value. This is center part distribution. So, this wave function is distributed equally both on left side as well as in the right side. Here, the sigma is standard deviation. So, sigma is the standard deviation. It's on both sides, left side sigma, right side sigma. So mean value is mu. Naturally, you will add mu plus a, mu plus two, sorry, mu plus sigma, mu plus 2 sigma, likewise it goes. Similarly, in the other side, it is mu minus sigma, mu minus 2 sigma. So it will go like this in the left side. Then now we will come to our problem. That is rho of x is equal to a e power minus lambda x minus a whole squared. So like mu, here A is the mean value. A is at the center. So this wave function is distributed equally both left side as well as right side. Like here, this is A plus sigma, A plus 2 sigma. In the other side, it is A minus sigma, A minus 2 sigma. So here, what is actually the expectation value of X? So this wave function is distributed equally po- uh, equally both left side as well as the right side, centered at A. So naturally the mean value is A. So mean mu correspond. Here it is mu, here it is A. We have that. So the expectation value is A because it's equally distributed both left side as well as right side, centered around A. So naturally the expectation value is A. Then we have to find sigma. Now we will find the standard deviation sigma without doing any integration. See, this is a standard Gaussian expression. This is the Gaussian expression given in our problem. Now you compare the coefficient of squared term. Here squared term is x minus mu whole squared. So coefficient is 1 over 2 sigma squared here. What about the our problem? Here the coefficient of squared term. The squared term here is x minus a whole squared. Then coefficient is lambda. You compare this you compare this lambda coefficient of squared term. Here it is 1 over 2 sigma squared. So lambda is equal to 1 over 2 sigma squared. That means sigma squared is equal to, you swap this term. Sigma squared is equal to 1 over 2 lambda. Then what is sigma? You just take the square root of this term. That is 1 over square root of 2 lambda. So just without doing any integration, just by comparing the Gaussian curve, we obtain the standard deviation. So now we have found the expectation value of x and the expectation value, the standard deviation sigma we have found. So, what is variance sigma squared? By definition, it's expectation value of x squared minus expectation value of x whole squared. So, only this part we have to find expectation value of x squared. Then you bring this to the other side. So the expectation value of x squared is equal to sigma squared. This will become plus expectation value of x whole squared. Then sigma squared we know it is 1 over 2 lambda. Just now we have found. And also we have found expectation value of x is a. That is the expectation value of x is equal to a. Then naturally the expectation value of x whole squared is equal to a squared. So the expectation value of x squared is equal to 1 over 2 lambda plus a squared. So we have found this expectation value of x squared without doing any integration. Now, section C is catch the graph of rho of x. As given in the problem, rho of x is equal to a e power minus lambda x minus a whole squared. So now you draw the Gaussian distribution for different lambda and different a. So this is the center point A. If A is equal to 0, this blue color I have given. So this blue color you see at 0 is Here I have chosen the lambda as zero point 0.5. So you can see this blue color curve. And what about shifting this Gaussian distribution? So now you shift a to -1. So x is equal to -1. We are shifting, in fact, we are shifting a to negative side, -1. So the now the Gaussian distribution is centered at the point -1. So a is -1 and lambda I have taken as 2. Lambda is 2. So you can see this green color curve. This is narrower and sharper one, taller and narrower. Then what about the next case? That is lambda is equal to 1, red color. A is equal to 2. A is 2. So what will happen? It is centered around 2. The Gaussian is shifted from 0 to 2. So there is a shift and lambda is 1. So it is slightly higher than the center one because lambda is zero point 0.5. Here lambda is 1. So higher the lambda, taller the shift and narrow. Also taller and narrow. Here lambda is 2. Then it is still taller than this one and also is a sharper. Increasing lambda makes the curve narrower and taller. Changing a shift to the center. So these are the points uh, we have studied so far. So the interesting thing is we have actually solved this problem without doing any integration, just using the Gaussian property. Thank you very much for watching my video continuously and supporting me continuously. Thank you very much.